Hello, welcome to Sree Academy. We will now going to discuss the questions which came in 2025 ECET of AP, particularly computer science students. Computer science students, you got around 8 to 9 questions, if I am not wrong, 8 to 9 questions in digital electronics, which are very easy. If you know basic things, you can attempt all the questions. Now I am going to give the solutions to all the questions. You can please watch, and whenever notes are given, you please take, which will be helpful to your 2026 ECET exam. We will start without wasting our time. The first question which is given, which of the following is a universal gate? Universal gates are NAND, NOR are universal gates as per your diploma level consider. Okay, there may be the gates which are universal, which are NAND and NOR, but they are not included in your diploma syllabus at all. Okay, so you need not to worry about them. In our syllabus it is given NAND, NOR are universal gates. Okay, why universal? In the sense you can implement any gate by using NAND, NOR. For suppose if you want to implement NAND gate, yes, you can implement AND gate. If you want to implement OR gate, you can implement OR gate. If you want to implement XOR gate, if you want to implement XNOR gate, if you want to implement a NOT gate, all these gates can be possible either by NAND or by NOR. So you can use NAND gate alone to implement any gate. You can use NOR gate alone to implement any gate. That's why they are called universal gates. Now in the set, we given only one NAND gate as the option. Very simple question, no? We can see like this. Very simple questions are asked in case of computer science students, which AP paper is there. If you see the second question, he asked which of the following is not a combinational circuit. Okay, combinational circuit కానిది ఏది? అన్ని కాంబినేషన్లు అయ్యి ఉండొచ్చు, ఇక్కడ కానిది ఏదో చెప్పండి అంటున్నాడు. Flip flop is a sequential circuit. Not a combination means you have to select not a combination circuit. Multiplexer is combi circuit, adder combination circuit, decoder combination circuit. This flip flop is a sequential circuit. Sequential circuit. So not a combination circuit is a flip flop in the given options. All these are belongs to, in our diploma basically we read a half adder, అంతే కదా మనం చదివేది, ఫుల్ యాడర్, ఎన్కోడర్, డీకోడర్, మల్టీప్లెక్సర్, డీమల్టీప్లెక్సర్, కోడ్ కన్వర్టర్స్, which is binary to gray to binary. Okay, BCD to binary, binary to BCD. All this XS3 code converter, like this, all the code converters, all this comes under combinational circuit, combinational designs. If you come to sequential designs, that starts with a latch or flip flop. After that, applications of the flip flops like registers, shift register, shift right register, shift left register, then followed by counters, followed by memories, SRAM, DRAM, memory circuits. All this comes under sequential circuits. So next time examiner asks what circuit is what type, you should not confuse. Decoder, adder, multiplexer all comes under combinational. Here I given flip flop, latch, register, counter, memory, everything comes under sequential. So when next question comes like this, you should not think at all. You have to give immediate answer. Okay, it's a basic concept question, no? Nothing is there. A demultiplexer is a device that multiplexer opposite. Multiplexer is what, sir? Multiplexer is what, sir? Many to one circuit. So you will be having number of inputs, one output, n selection lines, 2 power n inputs, n selection lines, one output. Multiplexer. Opposite. What is opposite? Demultiplexer means that will be a circuit with one input, only one input. This is input I am speaking, so this is demux. This is mux. Okay, what is DMUX it is doing? Taking 1 as the opposite to this, 1 as the input and produces 2 power n outputs where it will be having n selection lines. Simple story. What he is asking in the question? A demultiplexer is a device that route a single input to multiple outputs. Single input to multiple outputs, routing the input to the outputs. Other than that, nothing will match. Encoder multiple inputs into one output, decoder binary to decimal, store binary information. This is combinational. No way it will store the information. Storing information is possible by sequential elements. Nowhere it is possible by combinational design. Okay, there is an exception with OR gates and encoder. That is combinational ROM. One exception. So, routing a single input to the multiple outputs, this option is suits to our question. That's what we see. Like very silly questions he asked in our this 25 paper. All are easy questions. If you know basic things, you can put the paper. We will see the next question. Convert the binary number into its decimal equivalent. Binary number is asking decimal equivalent. It is just a basic practice that you do in your regularly in your classroom. For this, basically nothing is required. What is given? 110011 is given, which is binary, and asking in decimal, which is base 10. You provide its base. You provide it base in the sense 2 powers you provide, which is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, like this you assign for all the bits. If you assign, what will you get? That's only the matter. Other logic also you can implement. I will tell what is that. Sir, instead writing like this, you write 8421 code to your left, then wherever ones are there, you add them. That is 1421 code in the sense what? So I am writing correspondingly 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. These are the weights of these fellows. 8421 code. In 8421 code, if you see 1, 2, 4, 8 like that, you assign. Wherever zeros are there, you skip. Wherever ones are there, you add them. So 32 is there, 16 is there, 2 is there, 1 is there. 32 plus 16, 38, 48. 50 plus 1, 51. Answer is 51. Simple. Other than that, you apply 2 powers also. So this is 51. Just apply. How it is? 32 into 1, which is 2 power 5 into 1, plus 2 power 4 into 1, which is 16 into 1, plus both are zeros, 2 into 1, plus 1 into 1. Whole thing is 32 plus 16 plus 2 plus 1. 32 plus 16, 38, 48 plus 50 plus 1, 50. Answer is 51. Very simple questions he asked. We will see the next question. How big? The number of select lines required for an 8 to 1 multiplexer is. Just I think 2 questions before I explained mux. The mux is will be having 2 power n inputs and n selection lines and 1 output. Once again, 2 power n inputs, n selection lines and 1 output multiplexer. So if we see this question in the same paper he asked after one question later, which is very dead easy. He told 8 to 1 mux. There is a multiplexer. The multiplexer is having 8 inputs. This is 8, which is equals to 2 power n. That is nothing but 2 power 3. 2 power 3. So this n is equals to 3. And we will be having number of selection lines. That is nothing but n. N selection lines. N is nothing but 3 selection lines, 1 output. So this is 8 cross 1 mux. Now what he is asking? Selection lines are how many? Selection lines are how many? 3. Simple questions he asked. Basics. We will see the next question. A sequential logic circuit that toggles its output state on each clock pulse is. That is a T flip-flop. Because if you see T flip-flop truth table, T and Q, if you apply Qn, if you apply 0, your output is previous. If you apply 1, the output will be previous bar. Only 2 states are possible with the clock in T flip-flop. That's why it toggles always. If you keep T equals to 1 and apply clock, then it always toggles. So the answer is T flip-flop. Of course, JK also can toggle if you short J and K inputs. Okay, but he didn't provide that much information. He didn't short it. That's why T flip-flop is going to be your primary option. Simple. If you know this truth table is sufficient, no, you can give an option easily. Nothing. Simple, very simple. What is a flip-flop? How it behaves? What is its table? If you have just a glance of the topics and digital, you can put the bit. Nothing much. Convert the decimal number 108 into its octal equivalent. E given 108, ambulance number na 108. Okay, he given in decimal, and he is asking octal equivalent. He is asking in octal. Any number can be converted into given base. To that you just divide with that base. If I want the number in binary, I will be dividing consecutively with 2. If I want octal, I will consecutively dividing 108 by 8. That's what you know, very easy, no? Which is 108 you take, and in this 108 you keep on dividing with 8, and remainder you note down. Simple. 8 1s are 8, 2, 28, 8 3s are 24, no? Okay, then the remainder is 4. Okay. The next 8. 8 1s are 8. Okay, 2 plus 3, 5 is remainder. So 1 cannot be divided again. Okay, so your number is going to be like this, 154. Okay, what is there? 154 to the base 8. This is not 154, you have to pronounce it as 154, it's base 8. This is 108, 108. This is not 154, it's not 154, it is 154 to the base 8, because its system is different, 8. So when you write like this, answer is 154 to the base 8. It's given fourth option. Very fundamental things only asked in computer science paper this year. It didn't struggle you at all. Computer science people, I think 8 to 9 marks they can score within 5 minutes. You do not require much time. What he is asking, what is the simplified form of the Boolean expression a plus b into a plus c? For this, nowhere your scientific knowledge is required, bro. Very simple. See, what he is given, a plus b multiplied by a plus c. You do your simple 10th class product rule. A into a. You write a dot a over plus a dot c, that is a into c. Next b into a over plus b into c over. For this diploma finally it is required. I don't think so. If you take a common in all, a dot a is a itself. So I am skipping one a dot a is a. So I am keeping up to only single a dot a is a. If I take a common outside, 1 plus, this a came out, here a came out, c is there, a came out, b is there. Remaining thing is b and c. One line. 1 plus anything is 1. 1 plus anything. So we know that rule, 1 plus x is always equals to 1. 1 plus anything. 1 plus x bar, 1 plus x, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, anything. So 1 plus anything is 1. So this is going to be 1. 1 multiplied by a is a plus bc is still there, bc, a plus bc, a plus bc. One term answer for this 1 mark. In examination hall, fourth option is correct. You do not require much time at all. You can solve within 30 seconds. Digital questions, you can save the time. You can definitely save the time. We will see the question. Yeah, I think over 8 questions are there. 8 questions which you can solve 30 seconds each. You see, all questions are one word answers. This is one word answer. You see, one word answer. Simple questions. If you know truth table here, nothing also there. If you know truth table, you can put. If you see this question also, anything, already explained thing. If you know basics, 8 to 9 marks are in your hand. So engineering makes you brighter in your marks. Okay. Take all the notes and subscribe the Sree Academy app. Okay, understand the points. If you have any doubts, any queries, also you can ask. Subscribe our channel. Thank you.